Okay, welcome back. How to get fit the easy way is what we're going to go over today. What I did and how you can use it. So last year, I was 56 years old, and between March and September, I got in really good shape. And I did it while only exercising 8 minutes or less a day and eating fast food almost every day. Like six out of 7 days I would have fast food of some kind. So I know what you're thinking, because I would be thinking the same thing. And what I would be thinking would be, whenever I hear a claim like that, it's usually some kind of a trick or there's a catch or something. And so I want to set the record straight and make sure I tell you the whole story here, be completely transparent, because there's some things you should know just to make sure that you understand completely everything that really happened. So first of all, the fast food thing, I only had fast food at the last meal of the day. So I don't want you to think like I could eat fast food whenever I wanted. It was only at the end of the day, and I tried to keep it within a 1 hour window. It wasn't always within a 1 hour window. Sometimes I would splurge and go overboard, but basically that's how I did it. And then the second thing you should know is that it took a long time. It took a lot of work. Ironically, it took a long time and a lot of work for me to work out all the details in order to try to figure out how I could do this in the easiest, most lazy way possible. So I had to do a lot of work to be lazy. And the last thing is I had a secret weapon, and this is really the key to the whole thing. This is what I would consider the biggest catch. I call the secret weapon secret identity, and really that's just a cool way of saying an under-the-radar way of giving your animal brain what it wants. Basically, getting your animal instincts on your side, being cool with them and working with them instead of fighting against them or declaring war against them like every other system that's out there. So it's basically about getting your animal instincts to trust you. And so let me tell you about the big secret about how I make that happen and why this all works so good. And I call that secret the fun zone. So let me show you what that's all about. Okay, let me talk to you about the fun zone. So here's a graph. This axis is enjoyment. Up here you're happy. Down here you're sad. And here's effort. Over here you're laying in bed, doing nothing, laying on the couch. And over here you are sprinting. So laying on the couch binge watching Netflix with a bag of Cheetos, you have some positive enjoyment, right? You're enjoying yourself. And over here where you're sprinting, your enjoyment's gone down. We have this sense that there's this negative association between effort and enjoyment. However, if you zoom really close in on this spot here, and you do it under the right circumstances, you've been laying there watching Netflix for a while, and you decide you're going to get up and stretch and go out on the porch and get some fresh air. There's actually there's a short, small amount of effort that leads to a positive increase in enjoyment, right? And I call this the fun zone. And we all have experienced this. We all learn to walk and talk and ride a bike and swim in the fun zone. But we've forgotten that small amounts of effort, doable effort, is fun. So, and what the interesting thing is, as you work within the fun zone actually grows and it gets bigger and bigger. And so, let's say it takes this much effort to get results. You can, over time, grow this fun zone out to where you can easily be doing a small amount of effort, a mediocre amount of effort, to get the results that you want and never leave the fun zone. And that's what I've done. So that's the fun zone. Start using it right away. And comment below if you want the document that explains all this and has some more details about how to get started. I'll talk to you next time.